This is my wide receiver hate list for fantasy football 2024. First up, I have Justin Jefferson. Now, obviously, he's one of, if not the best wide receiver in the league. I just don't trust Sam Darnold or J.J. McCarthy. It's just really hard for rookie quarterbacks to support wide receiver ones in fantasy football. I don't even have Justin Jefferson in my top 5 for wide receivers this year in fantasy football. I'm not touching him till end of the first. A lot of people are taking him mid-first, early first. I am just not touching him. In the first round, you want someone that you know could put up 20-plus points, and I just don't trust the quarterbacks in Minnesota. Next, I have Drake London. Drake London was a great draft prospect. He was supposed to be an elite wide receiver, but we all know the Falcons' quarterback situation over the last few years has been horrible. They did bring in Kirk Cousins. They did draft Michael Penix. But right now, people are drafting Drake London at his ceiling. He's being drafted as a top 12 to top 15 wide receiver, and I refuse to draft a player at his ceiling, especially when we haven't even seen him do anything yet. Next up is another wide receiver who are drafting at his ceiling, and that is rookie Marvin Harrison Jr. People are drafting him end of the first round, beginning of the second round, and I think that is just way too high for a rookie wide receiver, especially someone who has a quarterback like Kyler Murray, who does have an injury history. I love Kyler Murray. I think he's going to be great for fantasy football. I just don't trust Marvin Harrison, who people are drafting to be a top 10 wide receiver. I think he has the potential to be a top 10 wide receiver in fantasy football. Just let's not draft him inside the first round just yet. Next, I have Michael Pittman Jr. I love Anthony Richardson, but we haven't seen much of him yet. The past couple of seasons, when Michael Pittman Jr. has been great for fantasy football, it's been with a different quarterback. Last year was with Gardner Minshew, Matt Ryan, or Carson Wentz in years past, but we haven't seen Anthony Richardson just yet. I think it's going to hurt Michael Pittman quite a bit. I do love Michael Pittman myself, but I think a rushing quarterback like Anthony Richardson could potentially help him. But if Anthony Richardson does get hurt again, the Colts' backup quarterback is Joe Flacco. So Michael Pittman could be good again, could be elite again, if Anthony Richardson was to get hurt. Obviously, I don't hope for injuries, but I don't trust Anthony Richardson just yet to help support Michael Pittman Jr. Lastly, I have DK Metcalf. Outside of just one season, DK Metcalf has been kind of mid for fantasy football. I don't love Geno Smith or Sam Howell this season that much, and the word is early on training camp that Jackson Smith-Njigba could take over as the true wide receiver one on the Seahawks. Is it true? Who knows? But DK Metcalf has not lived up to the hype like people have always hyped him up to be. He's just a mid wide receiver 2, so stop drafting him like he's a wide receiver 1.